Many Americans will soon receive a stimulus payment from the federal government. This money is technically an advance on tax credits for your 2020 return. But how much money will you get and how will you receive it? Reporter Mal Meyer looked into the details for this News 8 Now investigation.
The bill is passed.
The CARES Act passed by Congress and signed into law by President Trump outlined who would receive funds from the government. The law says single tax filers with an adjusted gross income up to $75,000 and up to $150,000 for married couples filing joint returns will get $1,200 per person. The payment amount is reduced by $5 for each $100 above these thresholds. For each child under 17, families will also receive $500. Social Security recipients, senior citizens, and railroad retirees are also eligible for $1,200, but not additional money for any dependents. But any single tax filers with an adjusted gross income over $99,000 or $198,000 for joint filers with no children are not eligible. Now you might be thinking, how will the government know how much to send me and where will they send it to? The IRS says most people do not need to do anything. For most people, the agency is calculating your payment using either your 2018 or 2019 tax return, depending on which you last filed. The amount you are owed will be directly deposited in the same banking account reflected on the return field. If you do not have your direct deposit information there, the U.S. Treasury plans on developing a web-based portal to provide that to the IRS online so people can receive payments immediately, rather than waiting for them in the mail.
It is a very large priority. The president has made clear we want to get this money quickly into your hands.
Social Security recipients will not be required to file a tax return and will receive payments like they would with their benefits according to the IRS. So when can you expect to receive a payment?
Within 2 weeks, the first payments will be direct deposit into taxpayers' accounts.
However, it is still unclear how long it could take for a full rollout of payments. For News 8 Now Investigates, I'm Mal Meyer.
But keep in mind, if you have a tax filing obligation but have not filed a tax return for 2018 or 19, the IRS is urging you to do so as soon as possible. If you're concerned about how long you have to do so, the IRS says the payments will be available through the rest of 2020. You should put your direct deposit banking information on the return so you don't have to wait for a check by mail.